Give a secret, take a secret. So I tell you something and then I get to... That's cute. Can I? So, any secret? Like, so when I was 10, I broke my mom's vase and blamed it on my baby sister. Yeah?
Uh-huh.
Do I get one? Oh, wait a minute. That was a little lame, right? I should do better. Okay. Well, there's this one thing that comes to mind. I was in high school. Let me see if I can remember.
On what?
Okay, so there was this girl, Casey. Casey Esposito.
Wait.
I hated her. We all hated her. Well, me and my best friend, Nancy Choi. She was completely stuck up. Always giving us shit, making fun of us. And I mean, there's nothing wrong with being poor. Just don't be stuck up, right? So, we all hated each other, but it's high school, so whatever. You just deal with it. But then, God, it's been so long since I've thought about this. So there's this thing on Halloween where the upperclassmen haze the freshmen. And one of the ways they do it is by walking by them in the hall and just blasting their hair with spray paint. Just, now they have pink in their hair, whatever. It's only for freshmen. Only Casey Esposito walks by me, looks me dead in the eye, and I'm thinking, you better fucking not. And then she does it. She sprays green paint right in my hair. And I'm screaming. And by the time I get over the shock, she's tearing down the hall and everyone is laughing at me. I couldn't fucking... It wouldn't have been so bad, except later that day I had debate. And it was really fucking important. And I had to do the entire thing with this big green streak in my hair looking like a goddamn psycho. I mean, you understand, right? You wouldn't let somebody just potentially ruin your life? Well, I wouldn't, and I didn't. So Nancy Choi comes up to me and says, we're not gonna let her get away with that. And I'm like, that's fucking right, we're not. We had to get back at her. So we decide we're gonna start a rumor that Casey got an abortion. So in homeroom, we start whispering, hey, I heard from somebody who heard from somebody else. Casey Esposito got an abortion. Within hours, everybody was talking about it. Not even just the school, the entire neighborhood was talking. And this was before social media or anything. Did you hear about Casey Esposito? You know? And meanwhile, Casey's not saying anything. She's just walking down the hall with her head down, hoping nobody says anything to her. Until one day, I think it was Spanish class, these two guys said something to Casey. I'm trying to remember what. But what I do remember is Casey throwing a textbook right at their heads. I mean, she was trying to decapitate him. And the teacher yelled at her to go to the principal's office. And as she was leaving, she was yelling, how do they know? How do they know? And Nancy was in class with me, and we were looking at each other like, what does she mean? Turns out she actually did have an abortion. And she didn't tell anybody. Not even her boyfriend. Which I didn't know. I mean, you have to understand, I didn't know. You can't accuse me of... I wouldn't do that if I knew it were true. So stop looking at me. So anyway, she's in deep shit with her parents, with her boyfriend's parents. Her life's a fucking disaster now. And me and Nancy were worried that someone was going to trace the rumor back to us. But since it spread so quickly, I guess nobody knew how it got out. And since it ended up being true, I guess nobody cared. So anyway, it was a huge mess, but at a certain point, people move on. They stop talking about it, it's on to the next thing. But Casey, I guess she felt pretty bad about it, and later that year, she did. She killed herself. Okay, stop staring at me, because no. I know when I say it all out loud like that, it seems like I had something to do with it, but I didn't. That girl had real problems in her life. She was poor, she had family issues. You can't put the blame on anybody. So stop staring at me like I'm some kind of bad guy, because I'm not. I'm not. I was sad just like everybody else, but it's not my fault. At the end of the day, people are gonna do what they're gonna do. That's it. So stop staring at me. The only reason I'm even thinking about this again is because we just had our 20-year reunion. I got to see everyone again. Nancy Choi was there. They didn't tell us they were going to do this, but they had a little tribute for Casey Esposito. They had her face up on this projector, and even after 20 years, people were still crying. So they had this minute of silence where her photo just sat there on the wall, and I know it isn't true, but it felt like she was staring right at me and Nancy. Right at us. I went home after that. So we done now? Do I get the...
I work in IT for a company that's committing major fraud on its investors. They don't know that I know, but if I were to tell them, they would be shut down, and me and my friends would be out of a job. It's hard to find an office I like, and I don't want to give this one up. I know a lot of people are losing a lot of money, but that's out of my control. I'm just trying to pay my rent.
People are gonna do what they're gonna do. Thanks. Why are you doing this? Wait, was that my secret? What are you crossing off?
I'm documenting your secrets.
I saw how you were looking at me. And don't give me any of that fake, oh, I'm not judging you crap. You know what? I don't want you to have this.
You told me your secret. I gave you one in return.
Give this to me.
If you open that, it might be the last book you ever read.
Jesus, what are you trying to do? Blackmail me? See? I don't give a shit about other people's shitty lives.
Please leave.